gentlemen, starting Saturday, which will be tomorrow, we have 6 hours of wrestling.
I didn't know where you're going with that.
You're just doing
I thought you were going to 2 shows, but 6 hours.
We have 6 hours of wrestling this weekend. That's 2 different shows that we're predicting. Currently, what is scheduled to be 11 different matches.
Yeah, and that's barring they don't add extras.
But we know WWE, and they like doing that, so...
Hells yeah.
I mean, I'm sure there's going to be an extra hour on the Survivor Series pre-show.
There's got to be at least a pre-show match.
Yeah.
At least one.
So, yeah, there hasn't been any pre-show matches announced, but we are going to be predicting both NXT Takeover Toronto and Survivor Series. We're lumping them all together. Our wager is going to be...
We've got one overarching wager that
Yep.
covers both events.
Yep. So, so we'll see just how vicious that wager is going to get, depending on how many differentials we have based on the following predictions. So, let's go ahead and start with NXT Takeover Toronto.
Which is coming to you live from Toronto,
What?
Ontario, Canada.
I thought it was Winnipeg, you idiot.
Yeah. Chris Jericho reference.
Yeah.
Alright, so, I mean, not to say it's not the most important match on the card, but it's probably going to be the opener. Ty Dillinger versus Bobby Roode, who is the Canadianist. Because they're both Canadians.
Yeah.
Bobby Roode is from Toronto.
And Ty Dillinger's from Niagara Falls.
Yeah. So it's like, you know this match is going to get huge poppage.
Oh yeah, no, this is going to be a very loud match.
Yeah.
The crowd is going to be going nuts for this one.
Yeah, and it's the first ever takeover coming from Canada, so
yeah.
They're already going to be, I think, extra hyped for that.
Absolutely.
So who do you think's going to win?
I'm going with Ty Dillinger.
Yeah, you know what? I can't go against Ty Dillinger.
I gotta hope, because I wouldn't be surprised if Bobby Roode wins, but this is going to be this will be and should be the breakout moment for Ty Dillinger.
Absolutely.
This needs to push him
to the main
roster. It needs to push him up into the upper echelon of NXT. Like, he is stuck in mid-card NXT right now. This needs to be his breakout moment. He needs to be one of the next challengers against Shinsuke, I think.
That would be nice. That would be fun to watch, too.
So,
I can't disagree. I'm going with the perfect 10.
yeah.
How about the finals of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic?
This has been an interesting tournament.
Yeah, I'm glad we've gotten to see all the matches.
Yeah. Yeah, the fact that we didn't get highlights of matches this year was definitely a
Unfortunately,
plus.
not all the matches happened.
Yeah.
One was a singles match.
Yeah.
One match didn't even happen.
That's the one thing that bothered, and plus the whole second round was just really bad. With the lack of Austin Aries and the fake pullout by the Revival, the second round really felt slighted.
Yeah.
Which was unfortunate. But yeah, we've got Authors of Pain and TM61.
Who do you think is going to take this one?
I'm going to go Authors of Pain. I think we got a face team that won last year in Samoa Joe and Finn Balor. I feel like it's a heels team this year. I'm going to go with the Authors of Pain staying undefeated by winning the Dusty Classic. I had a hard time picking in this one, though. Because TM61 has definitely made a big splash.
I was really hoping you were going to pick TM61 for this one. Because I'm also picking the Authors of Pain.
Okay, alright. We're 2-2 so far.
The rate this is going, we might fucking get all the same.
I think especially for the title matches, I think we're all on.
Yeah. Okay. Ladies first. The NXT Women's Championship is on the line. Asuka defends against the returning Mickie James.
Yes. I gotta go Asuka.
Yeah, well,
because I don't think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is just a one-off for Mickie James.
This is
even if it wasn't, if she was actually making a return, she'd probably making a return to the main roster.
Yeah, and like I'd say that this is kind of like when Jushin Liger went against Tyler Breeze, although Jushin Liger beat Tyler Breeze.
Yeah, it wasn't for a belt.
It wasn't for a belt. The fact that this is for the championship, they're not going to give the NXT title to Mickie James.
Probably not.
I mean, I'm sure I'll be shocked as shit if it happens. But yeah, I gotta go with Asuka.
Alrighty. Double Asuka vote then.
Alright.
Then we have... Oh, this is the reason why there's only 5 matches on TakeOver.
Because there's technically 2 matches in this next one.
Yeah,
Almost,
potentially 3.
Potentially 3.
It's a 2 out of 3 falls match for the NXT Tag Team Champions. The Revival, my boys.
The 2-time NXT Tag Team Champions.
Versus #DIY, my boys.
Your other boys.
I'm going DIY all the way, 2 straight falls.
2 straight falls?
I think they're going to take it 2 straight.
I think you get too much from these 2 teams for it to be a straight victory from either. It is going to be a fucking nail biter, but it will be DIY taking the NXT title.
Shocker, we both win DIY.
What? What is this nonsense we're doing here?
Who knows? And then we have the NXT Championship on the line in the main event.
Yes.
Samoa Joe trying to recapture the gold from Shinsuke Nakamura.
And he ain't gonna do it. He's gonna get
Not
a
a
shot
chance.
to the face.
Not a chance.
Shinsuke is. I mean, I
Gonna
technically
get knocked
already.
down, fatty.
I technically already said it when I said that Ty Dillinger needs to be the next one to face Shinsuke.
Yeah?
So yeah, I'm going Shinsuke.
Shinsuke.
Yeah.
The end.
All right, 5 for 5 in NXT.
This has been the most agreeable predictions we've had thus far.
Well,
We've made it 5 matches in.
and we haven't disagreed yet.
Without one disagreement.
We got
The
6.
closest thing to a disagreement is how many falls the current 3 falls match is going to go.
Well, now we've got 6 matches from Survivor Series. to talk
Yeah,
about.
so let's get these out of the way.
All
to
right,
see,
let's do it.
Maybe we start getting some disagreements.
You know
going
what,
here, I don't. I think like maybe one at this point.
I think there will definitely be one. There will definitely be one.
Okay. Well, let's go with the Intercontinental Championship match. As the new 6-time Intercontinental Champion, The Miz, on what will be like day 6 of the
Intercontinental.
day 5 of the Intercontinental
Reunion
Tour, which we'll probably try and call it the never-ending Intercontinental
The
Championship
never-ending reunion tour.
versus Sami Zayn from Monday Night Raw.
Yep.
Sami Zayn trying to take the belt over to Monday Night Raw, which I think he's going to do.
I do too. If Dolph Ziggler had kept the title, I would actually be torn in this match. But I'm pretty sure they gave it to The Miz, so there wasn't the, oh, who do I go for in this match? They just want to get more heat on The Miz. So ending Dolph Ziggler's reign and then having him go against someone as lovable as Sami Zayn, that's
The bright side is the first fucking thing Sami Zayn's going to be doing since...
Yeah, I mean, that's...
winning that fucking Match of the Year candidate.
That's
over
going to be
Kevin
the
Owens.
fucking upside, is Sami Zayn's finally going to get a fucking championship.
Yeah.
It's about goddamn time.
Alright, how about the other singles belt that's on the line? Raw's Brian Kendrick defends the Cruiserweight Championship against SmackDown's Kalisto.
Yes. I had a hard time with this one.
I did not. Kalisto's going to win.
Yeah. I had a hard time until The Miz won the Intercontinental Championship, and I was like, well, the IC title's going to Raw, so that must mean that the SmackDown, SmackDown is going to get the Cruiserweight Championship.
And to me, it was cinched the moment I heard that they were doing 205 Live, and that's happening directly after SmackDown.
Yeah.
On Thursdays, or Tuesdays, I mean, on the WWE Network.
Right.
So to me, it wouldn't make sense. I mean, even if they do keep Cruiserweights on Raw, which by all means they could, some of those guys could probably be a good fit on Monday Night Raw.
Definitely.
But why would you have the brand which has already established itself as the more exciting brand, SmackDown, with like the Usos and American Alpha and Dolph Ziggler and Dean Ambrose and AJ Styles, like that. Oh, that's the exciting brand. And then you're gonna add on the fact that they're gonna have the Cruiserweight Championship. You know, they're gonna have 205 Live right afterwards. There's no reason why they're not getting the Cruiserweight Championship.
Yeah, and I definitely feel like it makes a lot more sense to have SmackDown and then immediately go, hey, head over to the WWE Network, because in succession you'll have 205 Live where you get to see the SmackDown Cruiserweight division, and then following that you get Talking Smack. It makes sense to have a 3.5 hour block of all NXT or NXT SmackDown related coverage, as opposed to, hey, go check out 205 Live tomorrow after SmackDown so you can watch the Raw Cruiserweight division.
Yeah.
So
far, what that makes us 7 and 7.
7 for 7.
All right, here's the one that everybody's been waiting for. Fantasy Warfare just got old.
It happened 12 years ago, motherfuckers.
They know. They've acknowledged it a little bit.
I mean, Goldberg even said it in his interview.
Yeah. No, I'm just making fun of it because 12 years is not. 12 years is a long time to wait for a rematch.
Yeah.
I would like to, do the whole trope, like, oh, neither of these guys are in top physical condition anymore. But it's hard to say that about Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
That guy is going to be, like, top physical condition until he's 90.
And then everything's just going to fall apart.
I think he's just going to instantaneously die.
He might. Like, as soon as he doesn't feel healthy enough, he just dies.
Yeah. Something. That's why he bounces around so much. As soon as he holds still, he dies. He's got to keep the blood flowing.
Yeah.
Via physical movement. Who are you going for on this one? I'm curious.
I have to go Goldberg because I can't vote for Brock Lesnar. I can't do it. No. I can't fucking do it. And you even asked me while we were watching, I think it was last night when we were watching SmackDown, you're like, who would you pick out of these two? I'm like, I don't hate Goldberg. I just don't care about Goldberg. I fucking hate Brock Lesnar. So, yeah, I'm going for Goldberg.
Alright. I'm going for Brock Lesnar.
I knew it! This is the one we were going to disagree on.
As much as I want Goldberg to win this, I know he's not going to.
We had this talk last night about the rematch potential that follows this.
Yes, there's a lot of rumors that post this match at Survivor Series, which better not be the fucking main event.
Oh, for the love of fucking God.
But that The Rock would make an appearance at Survivor Series to challenge Brock Lesnar for a rematch of their match that happened 14 years ago.
Yeah.
And by the time it would happen at the Royal Rumble, or potentially WrestleMania, then that would make it like 15 years.
Close to 15 years. And then that would be the longest time in between
Pretty
matches.
Much, as far as I have ever heard.
If you know of a longer rematch, please post down in the comments.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Brock Lesnar versus The Rock is probably going to happen down the line, unfortunately.
Yeah, it was supposed to happen at WrestleMania this year, or at least it was rumored to. Then we got that classic match where Brock Lesnar puts that of a match against Dean Ambrose.
Yeah. So, that's one differentiation.
Hey, there's...
I feel like that's not even enough to wager on at this point.
Yeah, no, we if that's the only differential, we might just cancel wagers for this one. We'll save it for next time when there's potential for more.
Alright, now we're going to get into the Survivor Series traditional elimination style tag matches. Yeah. We're going to have 10 on each side.
Yeah.
As we have the tag teams team together to tag against the other 10 tag teams on the other brand.
Totally.
tubular. Alright, so on SmackDown, we have the tag team champions Heath Slater and Rhino leading the charge with American Alpha, the Usos, the Hype... and Breezango. Which, round it back out, I like the team again.
And then over on Monday Night Raw, we have the New Day teaming up with Enzo and Cass, the Club, the Shining Stars, and I forgot what the other one is.
This is why I do the prediction videos.
Yeah, do it.
Sheamus and Cesaro.
See, I don't see them as a tag team. Fuck that.
So yeah, Team Raw, Team SmackDown.
I am going with Team SmackDown.
Yeah.
And I believe that the sole survivors will be American Alpha and Heath Slater and Rhino.
Alright, this is one where I'm still not 100% behind my decision yet.
Alright.
But I'm gonna go... I'm going Team Raw.
Okay.
On this one. The biggest way in favor, one way or the other, Team Raw doesn't have Mojo fucking Rawley on it.
But it does have Sheamus.
I'll change just Team SmackDown the minute Sheamus does the fucking stupid hammer dance.
I'll laugh if he does it on Sunday.
If he does it on Sunday, I'm changing my vote then and there.
What if him and Mojo Rawley do a dance-off and they both do the hammer dance against each other? Then
I will forfeit that point, regardless. I will pick neither team.
All right.
I will pick the referee.
Hey.
Double count out to end the match.
What if the referee does it?
Oh, then I'm going to shoot myself.
Oh, don't do that. That's the wager.
You heard it here first.
That's the wager. Loser has to shoot themselves.
That's dark.
Yeah, it is.
We're
not going to shoot ourselves. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah, so we got another differentiation.
Alright, that's 2.
Ladies are going to get some time. This is the first time in a long time that there's been a women's elimination or a big multi-women match of team versus team of any sort.
Where the women actually matter.
Yeah, where I feel like this isn't going to be a shit match.
Yeah,
because we've had like some at WrestleManias.
We've had some awful ones.
We've had other ones in Survivor Series.
Where it's really just a space filler.
Yeah.
Or it has been a space filler. This actually means something because not only do we have like the top tier women on the rosters, but we have both of the champions involved.
Yeah, and so we're going to have Charlotte on Team Raw leading Sasha Banks, Nia Jax, Alicia Fox, and Bayley.
And then on SmackDown, we have Nikki Bella as captain, as she goes with the SmackDown Women's Champion Becky Lynch, Alexa Bliss, Carmella, and Naomi.
Yeah.
With Natty as their coach.
Yes, and with Charlotte being the team captain of Raw, Dana Brooke will be supporting them in her corner.
Yes.
I'm going Team Raw for the win on this one.
I'm also going with Team Raw for the win on this one.
Yeah, it's too much over there on Raw.
Yeah, and I think Raw needs the win in this one to create a new storyline. We have enough happening on SmackDown to where a win for these ladies doesn't benefit them. A loss benefits them more because then you can have the different people blaming each other for the reason they lost and create more feuds. My feeling is, we talked about it a little bit while we were watching Raw, is that you think Charlotte might be the only one that gets eliminated on Team Raw?
Potentially.
I think the sole survivor will be Bayley, and that will get her a title shot after.
So you think she'll be the only survivor on the women's team on Raw?
Yeah, I think Bayley by herself will be the sole survivor.
Yeah, I think what's going to end up happening for Team SmackDown, their biggest detriment is going to be the fact that I think Carmella and Nikki Bella will eliminate each other.
Probably.
Not in the way that, not like actually pin each other and eliminate each other, but they will be the cause of each other's elimination.
I wouldn't be surprised if Alexa Bliss does the same thing to Becky Lynch.
Yeah. Whereas, there is infighting over on Raw, but you do have, like, a little unity, because we know, like, Sasha and Bayley get along.
Yeah.
And, you know, we saw on Raw that, you know, Alicia Fox and Nia Jax can put their differences aside to work together, and that Charlotte and Sasha still have a little chemistry back from the BFF days.
Yeah, and I think they have a newfound respect for each other after the Hell in a Cell match.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I feel like there's a lot more that brings that team together.
Absolutely. Now, the final Survivor Series match. This is Team Raw versus Team SmackDown, the 5 top guys on every side.
Yeah.
Team SmackDown has the general manager, or is it commissioner? Commissioner.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Commissioner Shane McMahon.
Yes.
Shane O'Mac. AJ Styles, Dean Ambrose, Bray Wyatt, and Randy Orton.
Yeah. While Raw, their co-captains, technically, as the Universal Champion Kevin Owens and his best friend Chris Jericho have the United States Champion Roman Reigns, Seth freaking Rollins, and the big man Braun Strowman.
This is the first out of the 3 Survivor Series matches where I'm going Team Blue.
Well, this will be the 3rd match that we differentiate on because I'm going Team Red. Yeah, I think you know, this one was a difficult one because you do have 2 really good teams.
Yes.
But I think SmackDown has a lot more, very much the same way the women have their issues, is that you got Ambrose and Styles. Like, Ambrose is cool with working with Styles, but Styles just doesn't care.
Yeah.
And even with the boss on the team, he doesn't really care. And then the Wyatts are, you know, they always want to do their own thing. They don't really give a damn about the brand, which is going to be their detriment.
Yeah, see, I think, for me, it's the exact opposite. I think Shane is going to be the glue of their team.
Okay.
Especially because we saw, like, how unified they were when they tried to attack Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
On Monday. They seemed like a working unit at that point. Then we have the Undertaker pep talk that happened on SmackDown, which I think is going to be enough to kick these guys into high gear. It's going to make them enough to, you know, separate them apart a little bit.
Okay.
Or not separate them apart, but bring them together, actually.
Yeah.
Unify them. And I think having James Ellsworth as their mascot is going to pay off.
Yeah, for me, I feel like it's... I felt like there was a lot more unity with the Raw team as they all came out and surrounded Shane and Daniel Bryan on Raw. Like, the fact that they were all like, hey, go intimidate the SmackDown guys, and they came out civilly. They actually came out like fairly in a group at the same time. There was a lot of space between the SmackDown team when they came out last night on SmackDown this past week.
Yeah, my other thing is I feel like Kevin Owens is gonna do what Kevin Owens typically does in a lot of these situations. I think he's gonna walk out on his team.
Walk away. Ooh.
So.
I also think that the fact that Stephanie McMahon has put their jobs technically on the line, saying that they're all fighting for they're technically fighting for their jobs on Monday Night Raw. I think that's as scary as a threat from the Undertaker is. I think the threat of unemployment is a little scarier.
Yeah, the only other thing is I feel like Stephanie isn't going to risk firing both of her singles champions over the Survivor Series match.
That's true.
There you have it. We got only 3 out of 11.
3 out of 11.
Potentially more. That's enough.
Potentially more if they decide to add matches, which if they do, we'll talk about that in the review. And if there are extra matches by the time this video goes up, we'll place them here.
Yeah. And so I guess this brings us down to their wager.
Yeah.
One of the very first wagers that we ever did, I think it was the very first wager,
it
was on Ultima Lucha.
The very first Ultima Lucha, if you want to go back to whenever that one was.
That was a long time ago. That was on this channel, not Reasonable Wrestling Fans, where we do the punishments now.
Yeah.
It was a chop. We did the same thing what we normally do. It was chops. The loser had to get chopped by, wasn't it by the amount of points they lost by? Because I think I got you twice, right?
Yeah, I don't.
Or did I only get you once? I don't remember. It's been like 2 years.
It was a couple chops. I don't remember exactly how many it was, but
yeah, I think I did 2.
Yeah. Something like that.
So we're revisiting the old classic.
Since you guys over here on Reasonable Wrestling, or the people on Reasonable Wrestling Fans haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah, but we're adding a twist.
Yep.
As we're gonna, I'm gonna go out to my lifelines that I have via Facebook, my social networking, and we're gonna be bringing in actual independent wrestlers.
Yes.
To come in and chop the losers.
Yeah. Kevin Hawk here has connections through his refereeing job that he does. So yeah, we know a few.
We know enough.
We know a few.
We know at least 3.
Yes. We absolutely know at least 3. So, yeah. So that will be a thing. So yeah, they'll get to chop one of us and plug their promotion.
Yeah, so I think what it is I'll try and make sure that we have one new wrestler per every point lost in an incrementally more painful chop.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll be picking the best of them, and one of us will be getting the worst. So that'll be fun.
Hell yes.
But for now, thanks for watching.
Don't forget to like and comment and subscribe.
Click all the links down in the description and send to all of our social medias.
We got lots of social medias.
There's also a podcast link down there if you want to check out our regular reviews. Every single week, they're up for a week. You can listen to us instead of watch us.
Yep.
But for those of you that are over here watching us now, because that's the only way you're checking out this video.
Yeah, because this doesn't go up on the SoundCloud.
Yeah, you get.
So if you're watching this, you special.
Yeah. So you get stuff like this. Next week you'll get our reviews. We might do the NXT review this week. We haven't decided fully on that yet, but you'll only get those reviews in video form. So you want to stay over here. You also get.
And we're probably not going to be doing a joint review like this is a joint prediction.
No, because that'll be a lot to talk about in one review.
Yeah.
Also, you'll get extra videos over on Reasonable Wrestling Fans. That's Reasonable with a W.
Like wrestling.
Where you'll get the punishment video. That's where you'll want to go if you want to see one of us get chopped by actual professional wrestlers. So, look forward to that, plus all the other videos you get over on that channel. But for now, thanks for watching, and we'll see you at whatever video you decide to watch next.
Fuck Mojo Rawley.
Fuck Fantasy Warfare.
But ours is good.
Fuck Lesnar versus Goldberg. I don't care.
Did we just say fuck Brock Lesnar?
Fuck Brock Lesnar.
Thank you.